What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to A Boy Named Jared. I know my videos have been a little bit sporadic. I'm hoping I can get a little bit more consistent on that. I'm also working with different lighting. Because I've been so inconsistent, I've been in this house for a while and still haven't figured out like the best place to film a video or like the best lighting. And I'm doing this off of my phone because my phone camera is so much better than my laptop camera. But anyways, wanted to jump in. Let's see. I am a few months away from 2 years on testosterone. As you guys know, I started off with one pump a day of androgel, so just the testosterone gel and just like the one bloop, which is really kind of hard to figure out like how much gets absorbed into the skin, what that actual dose is. Um, the following month, during my follow up, we bumped it up to 2 pumps a day. And then the following month, we bumped it up to 3 pumps a day. And then I was that consistently for um, almost a full year. And then at that point, I found a new doctor because I had moved cities. And I thought I was going to have to re go through the whole approval process again because I started testosterone in Chicago, which they were like, okay, you're a 30-year-old adult. Here's all the valid information you need. Is this something you want to do? And I was able to make an informed consent decision. Uh, the current city that I live in, the current state that I live in, informed consent is not an option. So trying to find a doctor that was willing to say, okay, you have a year of history already on hormones. Let's just start where you're at. That was a little bit difficult, but I did find a doctor. He is fantastic. And then we also switched me over to shots. So since July, I think I've been on shots. And then my dose has gone from 2 milliliters to three, and now I'm at four since July. And so it's like every 3 months it kind of got tweaked just based off of my blood work. The doctor was really trying to figure out um, like the conversion from gel over to shots and just trying to figure out where that's at. So my next doctor's appointment is actually on Monday. Maybe I should have waited to do the video, but I've got some time now, so I might as well take advantage of that. So anyway, my doses have been a little inconsistent, but always kind of increasing. With that comes, kind of that initial jolt of everything changing. So you get really horny, and then kind of just go through like the random mood swing of like everything seems to be a little bit out of balance for a minute. But then, kind of peters off because you do it consistently once a week for every 3 months, or for about 3 months. So I think we're probably at a good spot, but we'll find out for sure on Monday after they do all my blood work. As far as other changes go, as you guys can see, I've got a lot of beard hair going on. Starting to get this to fill in just a little bit more. Mustache is decently dark, and then this is the bolt side of my face, so I've got a decent sideburn going, and then just kind of not a lot here that's not peach fuzz colored, so a lot of blonde hair, but nothing dark. And then this side, it's darker here and starting to come around here, and even starting to fill in just a little bit here, which is hard to see on a phone camera, but in a mirror and in person, you can see it just a little bit more. It's definitely not thick. If I want it to look thicker, I definitely still have to go the mascara route, and that'll really show the bald patches. I did start last weekend trying a derma roller, so I'm hoping to give you guys some updates on that. I'm going to do it for a month and just kind of see what happens. I know it's good for the skin no matter what, but using some beard oil that has a lot of the vitamins that are active ingredients, not just essential oils, but some active ingredients for vitamins that just stimulate hair growth in general. I did decide to do the derma roller based off of an actual study that had pictures of people whose heads were shaved completely bald. This was male and female, and then they tracked progress over a month of just doing, I believe, Moxidil, or doing a derma roller plus Moxidil. And Moxidil is just, once again, it's just additional vitamins that help stimulate hair growth if the hair follicle is already there. You cannot create hair follicles, um, but you can kind of stimulate growth if it's already there. Added some extra vitamins, like putting Miracle Grow on your vegetables in your vegetable garden. But if you just throw Miracle Grow in the dirt, It's not going to do anything. It's not going to make a vegetable suddenly magically appear. But if it's already there, you can stimulate additional growth, if that makes sense. So there is some science behind it that I wanted to do, versus just a lot of beard oils, just essential oils, guys. So kind of just keep track of that. Look and see what the active ingredients are before you start just purchasing everything under the sun. I do use a beard balm as well, and I do actually trim this about once a week now. I keep it to like an eighth of an inch on a regular basis just because it starts to get straggly, and I play with it. My wife doesn't like it when I'm playing with it. Um, so the beard balm kind of helps everything kind of stay flat, and it allows me to start putting it in the areas that I want it to be and start kind of designing. If I want to twist the beard up, I can start training the mustache to automatically do that. If any of you have long hair or had long hair, it was the same thing when you could continue to brush your hair back and train it to go into a ponytail, and then you would take your hair down, but it would naturally want to go backwards. It's the same scenario, just doing that with facial hair. So, kind of training all of it to lay flat. I don't want a beard that goes out this way, so kind of train it to go back and down under my chin. So those kinds of things. Gym and working out. I had a couple of job adjustments, so it was kind of hard to stay consistent in the gym, but I've been consistent in the gym for a year and a half now, which is really good. I did have to switch gyms, so I went from a gym that had full fitness, free weights, squat machines, bench press, lots of dumbbells in addition to machines, to Planet Fitness. I'm not a fan of Planet Fitness. I know a lot of people are. $10 a month, you really can't beat that. That's why I'm there. It has a lot of machines, and there's a few dumbbells, and usually all of the dumbbells and benches are being used. They also only have Smith machines. Smith machines have a huge benefit if you don't know how to do the move or if you don't have a spotter, but they also prevent you from gaining some of that additional balance that comes with pushing the bar, or from having a squat with a free bar where you get more than just a two-dimensional plane, because you have to balance yourself to go straight up and down versus having to, you know, balance yourself to go straight up and down when you have full freedom of movement. Um, it's still not bad. I did start to add cardio in. One of the things that I noticed is, even though my shoulders are starting to bulk up and my chest is starting to bulk up in a good way, um, so I was going up. I went from wearing a slim fit small t-shirt to now my slim fit medium t-shirts are actually getting to be a little bit too tight in my armpits, and I probably need to go to either a muscle tee that has the armpit dropped a little bit lower for people with bigger arms, or at least just a regular t-shirt style now. And my waist was starting to get a little bit smaller, but I have put on weight. Now, weight is not necessarily a bad thing. It does mean that you are gaining muscle. Muscle is heavier than fat. We have all been through that class, so we know that. Um, but at the same time, for my height, and I know that I am still not like 0% body fat, it was something that I needed to start paying attention to. So I added some cardio into my routines as well. I hate running on a treadmill, but I live in the Midwest, so running outside is really chilly a lot of times during this time of year. So I am running on a treadmill. I'm trying out the Zombies Run app and staying consistent with that. So I think I've been doing that for about a month as well. Once again, I don't weigh myself on a regular basis. I wait to go to the doctor for that, since I'm at the doctor every 3 months anyway. So I will have those results on Monday as well, just to kind of see if my weight has adjusted or anything. But overall, I feel really good about how my body looks. I feel really good about how my beard hair is growing in. I feel really good about my voice. I'm actually starting to be able to sing again, and I was always the sing along with the radio type person, and I didn't sound terrible for a while. My voice was changing consistently, so I did sound terrible, and now I don't sound terrible again, so that's great. Um, and then other update, I guess, is that um, my top surgery consultation is scheduled for the next 2 weeks. That took a while to get on the books just because the doctor in this area that takes insurance left and there was nobody to replace them. And then somebody did replace them, but it was kind of not announced to anybody, so it was just all hearsay. There's a great group on Facebook, couple different groups. If you're non-binary, there's a surgery support for non-binary folks, and then there's a binary top surgery for binary folks as well. just so you can make sure that you're in the right category and getting your questions answered specifically for what your needs are. Um, so check those out for any kind of updates or question, comments, concerns. They answer everything. They got pictures. Great group of people on either group. So those are my updates right now. Like I said, March will be 2 years officially, so getting really close to that, and I'm feeling pretty darn good. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you for jumping in and watching this video. Got a bunch of other videos. Uploaded a new video from Mr. Gay Indianapolis pageant that I was in, so check all of that stuff out if you are interested, and hopefully I have some more stuff for you soon.